Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Divine Masculine Fire Sign reading. So this is going to be for you Divine Feminines out there that have a masculine that fall under the signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But this could also be your own element as well, feminine. So just take it as it resonates for you. So we're going to do a part 1 of this reading, and then we're going to go into a bonus extended version if you guys are interested. So I will put all that information down below. Today's Organite, this is one of my newest pieces. It is called Fever in My Heart by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So we've got this piece right here. Obviously you guys can see it's like a, an actual anatomical heart. And then we have the masculine fire sign energy here. And we also have a divine feminine. So just take everything as it resonates for you. The first part of this, we're going to go into what does your divine masculine want to confess from his mind, his heart, his body, and soul. And then we're going to go into what is his biggest regret when it comes to just whatever may have gone down between you and him. And then in the bonus extended version, we're going to take a look and see what are the divine masculine's late night naughty thoughts about you, as well as what actions may he take towards you in the future. So it's totally up to you whether you guys want to go for that extra little bit of info. Today's readings are just going to be short and sweet. I'm trying to switch things up so that way they're not the same all the time. So I do hope that you guys enjoy this, and all the decks I'll be using will be listed down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to take a look and see what are the masculine's thoughts here. So what does he want to confess to his feminine this week? What's coming from his mind? What is the masculine's confessions from his mind this week to this feminine watching the video? Let's look at this. Okay. Ooh, we have spells. So in sleepless nights, I'm thinking about you. So this masculine wants you to know, feminine, his confession to you this week is that he is losing sleep over you, thinking about you at night. So yeah, it feels like maybe he's under a little bit of a spell. And that might really piss him off because maybe he is not used to thinking about someone when maybe things are just said and done. So that could be a little uncomfortable. But thinking about something. Okay, so we've got 2 cards that popped out from my Divine Masculine Tarot. Let's just see what actually 3. Wow, okay. King of Cups, King of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles. So these are some specific messages for you. King of Cups is Scorpio, King of Swords, Aquarius energy. So this masculine right now is definitely thinking, that's the swords energy, and he's thinking about how he feels. I want to tell you how I feel, and I want to set the record straight with you. You feel like home to me. I still feel like we have a connection. So his confession for you this week, feminine, is that he thinks about what a life would be like with you. He feels like what it would be like to have a home with you, to grow old with you. So if something has happened here to where things got messed up somewhere along the way, it's like he's still like in his headspace, especially at night, thinking about what your life would be like together, what it would be like to be intimate in this way with you, build a life with you. All right, so definitely in this energy for sure towards this feminine. So let's now look and see what else is going on. What else does he want to confess from his mind? Mind confessions here. Oh, wow. Telepathy, you are never far from my mind. So feminine, if you're picking up on a lot of what is like all these thoughts and these feelings about your masculine, like it's because he's thinking about you. So you're picking up on his thoughts through telepathy because you're not far from his mind. It says that you are never far from my mind. So he's really thinking about you. And what's interesting is that really came up too, very heavy in water signs readings that I just did. Because it said mind, like I'm constantly, my mind and my heart always come back to you. So pretty interesting energy. All right, let's see what else. Oh, he's reevaluating things with the 7 of Pentacles. He's kind of thinking about his life. He's taking some sort of inventory. He's thinking about what he wants to do, where he wants to lay roots. And so I feel, feminine, that you're in his thoughts this week when it comes to you would be a really good partner. 10 of Pentacles. You would be an ideal mate here for the long haul here. So I don't know if he's blown this or if this is just something that he's thinking about. He's thinking about his future, though, and he's thinking about you being in his future. You're definitely in that when it comes to his thoughts this week. All right, so let's see what his heart wants to confess to you at this time, feminine. What does this divine masculine's heart want to confess to you at this time? Dark visions. In the dark, we're together again. So right here with that spider, right, covering the eye, it's very obscured right now whether or not you guys can be together again, that this will work. Dark visions, it could be feminine. Just take this if it resonates. If you see your masculine in a dark space because something went down or there hasn't been a correction of the errors that were, experienced here, I feel like you might be seeing this masculine from a dark point of view. And so he's just not quite sure if you're going to be able to see him in a different light. So in his heart space, I feel like the visions of this future, even though it feels light, it looks dark because of what's gone on, what has happened here. So I just feel like in his heart space, he feels heavy. But in the dark, that's kind of like all he has. All he has is this darkness because that's where, you guys are together again in his heart space, in his mind, his thoughts. 7 of Cups. Look, he's dreaming about you, feminine. You are what I dream about. 7 of Cups. I fantasize about what could be. I feel like also, too, in his heart space, like this masculine's kind of dark. He's kind of dark, and you might accept this about him, feminine. You might know he's kind of dark. You might know that he's just like a certain way, but you accept him. And he knows this, and he feels comfortable because you feel like home to him because you accept this part of him. I don't know what this is. That's only going to resonate for some of you guys out there that know. But yeah, there's something here where he's got some sort of darkness, and you accept this about him. So that's why you feel like home to him, feminine. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. You feel like home to him. There are so many unsaid things between us. So it feels incomplete. So in his heart space, he feels incomplete because you guys still have to have this conversation. There still has to be this either reconciliation or apology or something like that. So he kind of dreams about and fantasizes about coming from the dark into the light with you again. So you guys can be together again. This is in his heart space. Interesting. Wow, now we have the 4 of Wands. To me, the 4 of Wands is very similar to this 10 of Pentacles energy. It's like having a life together, sharing a home together. You feel like home to me. That's the foundation that we built. I may have not been able to commit to it at the time that we were trying to build it, but I definitely think about it now that maybe everything is said and done. All I have right now are my fantasies of what could be or what could have been. Maybe something has been blown here. All right. So let's take a look and see, what is his body's confession to you? What does he want to confess from his body to you, feminine? Okay, we have in the end, I had to fall to lose it all. So this right here means that in the end, maybe the masculine did have to lose you in the physical world, feminine, in order for him to understand what he had with you. That's what I'm seeing here. So it's like we have somebody coming back from the dead, coming up from out of the grave. To me, this is like a resurrection here. So somebody kind of coming back, kind of understanding something that maybe they didn't understand before. I had to lose it all. I had to fall and lose it all before I realized what I had. And and what this is doing is it's inspiring him to go into the 9 of Pentacles mode, which is improving myself, working on myself, being a better version of myself. So that right there seems to be like what the energy is. It's this energy here of really, really wanting to just be a better version or a better person. And I feel like something between the two of you where he had to fall, he had to lose everything, lose you, to kind of realize what he truly values at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and see what else we need to know here. Okay, so we have emptiness. Oh, wow. So yes, this masculine definitely feels in a physical way. Your presence, he's not, physically with you. It says emptiness. I miss the feel of you next to me. I feel this empty space next to me. I feel this void in my life that you're no longer there. So in the end, it's like I'm getting here. He has lost you, feminine. And so he really feels this energy. And it's really motivating him to want to correct something or to be better here. And you're his Queen of Cups. That's it. The Queen of Cups, who's very loving, the Queen of Cups that feels like home to him, nourishing him, nurturing him. It's Cancer's energy. You feel like home to me. That's what Cancer's all about. You feel like home to me, feminine. I miss this about you. I miss your physical embrace. I miss this energy. This is his confession this week. It's really deep. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is the soul's confession here. Never gonna love again. Every time the rain falls, think of me. God, this is such an incredible song. It's very, very sad, but it's just like, I'm never going to love like that again. I'm never going to love someone like I've loved you. So every single time the rain falls, there could be a particular season as well of weather where you think of each other. And his soul is telling you here, he's never going to love someone like he's loved you, feminine. And every single time the rain falls or every single time something happens, he's going to think of you. So you're never far from his mind. That is what that energy is. You're never far from my mind. And we have the Star, finding my way once again, Aquarius energy. So the Star is like things are starting to realign here. The masculine's starting to see signs. The masculine is trying to kind of like realign himself on his journey again, improve himself. So there's definitely some sort of an awakening that's taken place because of what's happened between the two of you. And we have constrained. I'm sorry I held myself back with you. So yes, this masculine could have really pulled himself back. Like you were very loving, you were very open, you were ready, feminine. But I feel like this masculine was constrained and was not ready. Even though he wanted this, he craved it. And I feel like he still craves it. We do have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. The Hierophant can be somebody who's kind of stuck in their ways, whether it's values like family values or upbringing and things like that. And I feel like that's why this is coming through. He's letting you know on a soul level, feminine, that I held myself back with you because of my family shit, because of the circumstances, because my belief systems, especially surrounding marriage and commitment or long-term, connection. So I feel like right now it's like he's being spiritually advised from his higher self, from his divine, from his connection to source. And I feel like the Star, he's being spiritually guided right now to correct some sort of errors of his ways and to kind of explore certain things that held him back before and become a new and improved version of himself. So I'm really getting the confession for this feminine this week is that, I am sorry that I could not be ready when we came into connection. I'm sorry that I could not be that person for you that you needed me to be, but I have to be this person for myself now so I can be this person for you in the future moving forward. But I have to find my way back to you, and maybe losing you is what it took for me to do this work. So that is what we have. So now we're going to take a look and see what is this divine masculine's biggest regret when it comes to you, feminine. Let's look. What is this masculine biggest regret when it comes to you, feminine? We have pure intentions. Wow. So I don't know, I'm just getting Cruel Intentions, that movie, Cruel Intentions. That particular movie, Sebastian, the way that he really feels about Annette, it's like he had to lose her in order to understand his feelings for her. So I feel like that movie has something to do with your connection, the theme of your connection, and just the things that you guys have experienced here in this connection. So yeah, there's something about losing you in order to understand it. And I feel like, of course, he was used to being this particular version of himself, and he couldn't handle, his stepsister basically seeing him in this weak position. But in the end, it's like it didn't matter. He just didn't care. He realized that he was in love with her. So there could be this constraint of other people, whether they're family or friends or other people in the situation, that maybe this masculine has been trying to kind of like tend to or care about what they think too much. That's it. I will push to change your belief system's programming. So this is the deal. When you and the masculine came together, feminine, I feel like the programming was already very heavily there, heavily influencing this masculine's mind. So you came in and maybe you were completely different. Maybe you went against the grain of what his family would normally want for him. Maybe the way that he was taught or he believed that love should look like, maybe you went against the grain of all of that. And so this was very, very difficult for him to open himself up. Instead, he remained programmed heavily and constrained. But something has happened, something has shifted in his belief systems, and he's had to go through something in order to get there. So his biggest regret is that his intentions towards you were not pure, because his energy was not pure. It was very tainted by the programming that he had endured his entire freaking life, whether it was his family or the way that, he learned throughout his peers in the world. Wow. We have Goddess. Wow, this is a badass song. Goddess, if you fuck with me, I might just change your life. Well, guess what he did, feminine? He did mess with you. And maybe your queen-like energy, I don't know what you guys have done here. I don't know if you've pulled yourself back from this masculine. I don't know if maybe whatever happened here that you also went into your goddess energy, you leveled up with yourself. Maybe you have withheld yourself from this masculine. He's lost you. And maybe he is only now valuing you because now he knows what life is like without you, and you are a goddess to him. So you've changed his life, feminine. So what he regrets is messing with you, because he might now be afraid to face you, some of you guys. And that might be good for this masculine, because this will force him to have to level up. And this was actually coming through water signs. So water signs could be connected to this reading, which they normally are, water and fire in my readings. So yeah, he regrets messing with you, feminine, because maybe now you're in a position of the queen. And he is very intimidated by this queen. He knows that if he faces you again, he's going to have pure intentions. So you better bring it or don't bring it at all. It's like very serious energy. And I feel like you were very open and loving and kind before, but he may have mistook your kindness for weakness. And that's not the case. And so it's taking him a long time to realize your value, to realize who you truly are in his life. Yep, he took you for granted, feminine. Six of Decay is the Six of Pentacles. He regrets taking you for granted. He regrets this because he has lost you. He feels the void now in his life without you. He did not give you what you gave him. It was not equal. And he does feel guilt and shame about this. He regrets taking you for granted because now he doesn't have you. So if these messages resonate with you guys, it's totally up to you if you'd like to go into some bonus messages, but we are going to go into what are their late night thoughts about you. Could be naughty, desires, what keeps them up at night, as well as what actions they might take towards you. So if you guys are interested, I will put that link down below. But I do hope that these messages were helpful to you guys this week with where you might stand right now with this masculine. And I just want to say thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.